Hi, I'm Paul from pd8sports.com, leading online racket specialist, and today, as you may have seen with my first review that we've launched, I'm here with James Wilstrop, the squash legend, Commonwealth Games medalist, former world #1, list goes on and on. So James, we've done a full review on your signature series. Now, a racket that we've also added is the James Wilstrop Hero. So James, this one is 130 grams, so we've got a little bit of extra weight, and we did touch upon it. You know, it's the same carbon weave construction, 500 square centimeter, same factory strings, but heavier, and we've got it at a great price point. So that's one of the big selling points. But James, you did touch upon about the 120 being quite headlight and light. The 130, what would that add differently, so for a customer that's looking to buy this?
Yeah, I mean, I guess obviously as we pointed out in the last one, you know, all this stuff, it's got to be said, is about choice, and people have got to find the racket that works for them. I was saying in the last video that, you know, I liked a lot of that head lightness, so that I could get, you know, my racket arm through the shots quicker. That's just felt more comfortable for me. You know, the racket, the game at the top levels is getting quicker and pacier all the time. Being a big guy with long limbs, it helped me to get through the ball quicker, more racket head speed. But, you know, some people I think will definitely need, you know, a bit more weight in the head. Not my preference, as I've said, but you know, maybe players who are starting the game, you know, beginner level or amateur level, might just prefer that extra bit in the head so that they can, you know, find the length on the ball, get the ball running deeper into the court a bit easier. So I guess that's probably where this one's aimed at a little bit. It's a good alternative, but it's still actually got, you know, it's still pretty light in the head for a 130 gram racket.
I think that's the thing is, I mean, for us, like 130 to 120, they're the two best selling weights. And like I said, you know, I think it's really interesting hearing you say the player needs to kind of find like what works for them. I've said it in a lot of my videos, like for me, I like the head-light balance because I like to get the racket up quickly. You know, we did an interview with Ali Farag. His racket is like really head heavy, and he thinks it's crazy that everyone wants head-light. Really? But yeah, so that's again, that's again it like just the players picking a different racket, isn't it? But
absolutely.
I mean, this one, what's great about this is it's exactly the same kind of construction as the signature one, but it's just a little bit more weight overall. So maybe if you're technically not as solid, gives you that little bit more of a sort of racket to control.
And I think the heaviness as well just always helps. You know, finding length is one of the key foundations of our game, isn't it? You know, we've got to get the ball running through to the back corners, and that's often with the lighter rackets. I had to really work at, even though I loved the weight, I had to really work at getting the ball through sometimes, especially when I was getting used to the racket, whereas this, I think, has got bit more to it, and if you're really struggling with that aspect of your game, I think it will be a good starting point, or more than a starting point. It's a solid, it's a good racket, you know.
Yeah, so there you have it. So this is the James Wilstrop Hero. It's exclusive to PD8 Sports, and as James has said there, you know, if you're looking for maybe your first racket and beyond, or you're used to having a little bit more weight, then this is a great option. It's still got that sort of attacking headlight balance. It's exclusive and available at pd8sports.com.